December 20th, 2009. It was a heartbreaking day for Hollywood. Brittany Murphy, a talented young actress with a bright future, passed away suddenly at just 32 years old. The news of her passing away spread like wildfire.
Actress Brittany Murphy, who began her career in the early 1990s and became well known for her roles in Girl Interrupted, Clueless, and 8 Mile, has died at the age of 32. She was pronounced dead at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center just after 10 a.m.
Hollywood is mourning the loss of Brittany Murphy this morning. The 32-year-old actress died on Sunday from what officials say appear to be natural causes. An autopsy is planned, reportedly against the wishes of her husband.
Brittany's death shocked the world and left fans mourning the loss of someone so full of life and potential.
She was an actress with big potential. Then Brittany Murphy died young. Well, now a new HBO Max documentary is looking into the star's troubled final years.
It's your first look at the blockbuster documentary that reveals new chilling information about the mysterious death of actress Brittany Murphy.
I met this guy who's so totally amazing.
The former It Girl, known for the films Clueless, 8 Mile, and for dating Ashton Kutcher, died in her home at age 32.
The Diddy scandal just got even darker, and this time, it's sending chills through Hollywood. New claims suggest that Diddy may have poisoned people who knew too much about him. But that's not all. Recent reports have linked him and Ashton Kutcher to the tragic death of beloved actress Brittany Murphy. Could this be true, or is it just another wild rumor? Both Brittany Murphy and Diddy's ex, Kim Porter, died young, with pneumonia listed as the cause for both. The strange similarities and their ties to Diddy have fans buzzing with questions. Is this all just a coincidence, or is there something more sinister at play? Stick around as we dive into this shocking new twist. The tragic story of Brittany Murphy's death has always raised more questions than answers. At first, her passing in 2009 was blamed on pneumonia, anemia, and some over-the-counter meds.
Brittany was found in the bathroom of her Hollywood Hills home. The autopsy revealed Brittany died from a combination of pneumonia, anemia, and drug intoxication from prescription and over-the-counter medications.
It seems simple enough, right? But then rumors started swirling. Many allegedly claimed that Brittany never abused prescription drugs or used illegal drugs, and her husband, Simon, confirmed this in a 2010 interview.
You never saw, in the years that you were with Brittany, ever saw her use illegal drugs?
Absolutely not, and nor did anyone else.
Did she ever abuse prescription drugs?
No.
There was even a theory about black mold poisoning, but no mold was ever found. Things took a darker turn when Brittany's dad decided to dig deeper. He hired a private investigator, and what they allegedly uncovered was shocking: evidence of heavy metal poisoning. Could this mean Brittany's death wasn't natural after all? Here's where it gets even creepier. Brittany had reportedly confided in friends before her death, saying she felt someone was out to get her and that she might be slowly poisoned. If that's not chilling enough, rumors claim that Diddy's ex, Kim Porter, expressed the same fear before her sudden passing. And here's the kicker: both women were allegedly linked to similar poisoning theories. As if that wasn't strange enough, just a few months after Brittany's death, her husband, Simon Monjack, died from the same causes: pneumonia and anemia.
Now to the latest Hollywood mystery. The husband of actress Brittany Murphy has been found dead just 5 months after her own passing. CBS News correspondent Michelle Miller has the details. Good morning.
Good morning, Harry. Well, some would say that Simon Monjack was best known simply for being married to Brittany Murphy. Now he has followed her into death in an eerily similar way.
What are the chances? This pattern has sparked endless speculation. People are now connecting the dots, and the picture they're painting is both shocking and disturbing. Was there something more sinister happening behind the scenes? It's a mystery that has left everyone questioning what happened to Brittany Murphy and those connected to her. Brittany was a beloved Hollywood star in the early 2000s, with fans adoring her for her amazing performances. But behind the bright lights, her life took a dark turn. On December 20th, 2009, paramedics rushed to her home after her mother found her unconscious in the bathroom and called 911.
The former It Girl, known for the films Clueless, 8 Mile, and for dating Ashton Kutcher, died in her home at age 32.
Media and paparazzi surrounded the home that she shared with her husband Simon Monjack.
What makes this even more puzzling is the strange silence from Ashton Kutcher, her ex-boyfriend who has ties to Diddy's controversial parties. Could there be more to this story? the mystery still leaves Hollywood buzzing. After Brittany Murphy's tragic death, strange details started to surface. Her husband, Simon Monjack, didn't want an autopsy, but the law required it. The coroner's report listed her death as accidental, caused by pneumonia, anemia, and multiple substance intoxication. But here's where things get odd. The coroner refused to explain what substances were involved. Simon claimed Brittany only took prescription meds, insisting nothing dangerous was in her system.
At your home, they found a lot of prescription medication. You're saying she was not using any of those medications?
I'm saying that she used ibuprofen for her menstrual time, and at that same time she would have Seraphim, which is an antidepressant.
Fans couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't adding up. The mystery deepened when Brittany's mom, Sharon, supported Simon's claims. She said Brittany didn't use drugs or alcohol and even suggested an undiagnosed heart condition might have caused her death.
Let me ask you about rumors of cocaine use.
She was diagnosed with a heart murmur when she was a young teenager, and she was terrified of anything happening. She never did any drugs, ever.
The bottom line is if she'd done cocaine, she'd be dead in a sec.
But here's the chilling part. Brittany had reportedly told people she felt sick for weeks and believed someone was poisoning her. Sharon admitted that Brittany was paranoid, thinking someone wanted to harm her. With security cameras and fingerprint locks in her home, it's clear Brittany was living in fear before her sudden passing. Could there be more to this story than we know? In Brittany Murphy's final months, her fear of being poisoned raised serious questions. Friends say her behavior changed drastically. She became paranoid, avoiding food and drinks from certain places, and convinced someone wanted to harm her. According to some reports, Brittany confided in close friends, claiming powerful Hollywood figures were watching her with bad intentions. These chilling fears made many wonder if there was more going on behind the scenes. Then, there's Simon Monjack, Brittany's husband, a man with a long list of controversies. They met when Brittany was just 17, and many of her friends believed he was taking advantage of her. Simon had a shady reputation, with allegations of fraud and other suspicious dealings. Their relationship was filled with red flags, leaving fans and those close to Brittany questioning what role he may have played in her tragic story. It was alleged that
Monjack was a con artist and contributed to her death. Brittany's friend, actress Kathy Najimy, appears in the documentary.
During a little dip she was having, he came along. And I think that's where her judgment was muddled and she became prey. We all were scared and freaked out. Like, who was this guy?
The documentary further revealed other shocking claims about Simon Monjack.
And there's this shocking claim.
Simon said that he dated Elle Macpherson and Madonna. He said that he had been dying from terminal brain cancer and that he had bought an experimental treatment derived from the fins of sharks. Every single word out of his mouth was a lie.
Brittany Murphy's tragic story takes an even darker turn when her father, Angelo Bertolotti, hires a private lab to investigate her death years later. The shocking results showed high levels of heavy metals in her hair, levels often found in substances like rat poison. Angelo revealed that he has no doubt that his daughter was murdered, but the coroner's office never tested for poisoning because it wasn't suspected. This raises serious questions, especially since Brittany had been telling close friends she feared being poisoned. Why were her fears ignored? It's a question that leaves fans furious and suspicious of a cover-up. Add to this her husband Simon and mother Sharon's refusal to push for deeper investigations, and it all starts to look like a cover-up. Sharon's behavior after Brittany's death only raised more questions. Sharon lived with Brittany and her husband, Simon Monjack, and was very close to her daughter. But rumors swirled after Brittany's death, with pictures suggesting Sharon and Simon might have had an uncomfortable relationship. Many speculated that after Brittany's death, Sharon and Simon behaved more like a couple rather than husband and mother-in-law. When Simon died just 5 months later, Sharon immediately sold the Hollywood Hills home and dropped the mold theory she had previously supported. Fans have speculated about whether Sharon and Simon were hiding something, but there's also the chilling possibility that Brittany's death was connected to powerful figures in Hollywood. Brittany had reportedly been blacklisted for refusing to play along with the industry's dark side, including avoiding Diddy's infamous freak-off parties. Could Brittany have uncovered something dangerous? Ashton dated Brittany before moving on suspiciously fast to Demi Moore, a rumored guest at Diddy's infamous freak-off parties. Reports suggest Brittany may have discovered unsettling details about these parties and started questioning Ashton's ties to Diddy before her death. Could what she discovered have put her in danger? These eerie connections, along with the rumors of Hollywood rituals, leave everyone wondering, was Brittany's death really of natural cause, or is there a much darker truth? And let's not forget that over the years, Diddy has been linked to some really shocking rumors. People have whispered about his connection to the tragic deaths of Tupac and Biggie Smalls, two of the biggest names in hip-hop. There has also been speculation that Diddy may know something about the shooting of Tupac. Even though there isn't much proof for this, Tupac wasn't afraid to voice his suspicions.
You know, when we go back to that shooting in 1994, what do you think is the most important evidence from that shooting?
To me, we don't have to look any more than Tupac's own words. He said when he got to the studio that night in 1994, Sean Combs and his entourage would not look at him.
Tupac directly connected Combs to his almost fatal shooting in a 1995 interview with Vibe, saying, "I believe so, it's between me and him, and only he knows."
You think Puffy was involved in the shooting?
Only they can answer that question. I have my own opinion, but I wouldn't slander their name like they did mine. I wouldn't say things that I knew, you know what I mean? I believe so. I do believe so. I have proof, things that I can say that will back up my claim, but this is not for the world to know about. You know what I mean? It's between me and him, and only he knows.
Fast forward a year, Tupac's life tragically ended in another shooting. Could Diddy have known something about Tupac's death? Whether he did or not, Tupac's chilling words cast Combs in a sinister light. There's also a wild claim that Diddy wanted to harm Kid Cudi just because he was interested in dating Cassie. Cassie, in the lawsuit she filed against Diddy, allegedly claimed that Diddy threatened to blow up Kid Cudi's car before it exploded in his driveway. These stories make you wonder just how deep the thing goes. Everything surrounding Diddy is shrouded in mystery. Why was Brittany afraid that she might get poisoned? What did Tupac mean when he said, "It's between me and Diddy"? Tell me your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.